Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I haven't been posting for a few days. Hang on, I'm going to plug something in. I hope it doesn't screw everything up. Alright, I hope you can hear me. So I just saw this on Paris Hilton. She's saying that she endured some kind of abuse when she was a child. She just did a documentary. There's some legal meaning to these documentaries. You know, you're always just like one step away, right, from these people. I mean, she's like friends with this woman, Jenny DeBasso, and her daughters. Like, her mom is like best friends with Jenny DeBasso, right? So they're all like in it, right? And so anyway, there's that. But I also wanted to talk about this one.
Out that since Seal has a British passport, he can visit the kids if he wishes to do so.
And
KLUM adds that she's willing to alter their...
So now, I've told you this before, the way they do this. It looks like one thing, but they all work together. She's asking for an emergency hearing, right? An emergency hearing that's about custody. He doesn't want the children to travel to Germany during COVID. She wants them to, right? So if you understand all this stuff, sorry, something happened. The thing just kept running. Okay, so what I was noticing when I was covering this and talking to you guys about it is that, you know, on my other channel we talk a little bit about when we see the glitches, right? So her eye,
British passport, he could visit the kids if he wishes to do so.
And her eye on this side, and now I'm going to show you again, just watch it very carefully. Her eye is, it's just, I don't know what else to call it. It looks like it's glitching, all right? And it might be she's just trying to keep the eyes open.
Passport, he could...
It's like hard to slow it down. It's just, it's almost like, now this has happened to me when I don't have my eyelashes on right. Maybe that's all it is, right? But the other eye looks nice and wide and open and normal. But that eye, it looks shut down like by something. It could just be the eyelashes falling. But I've seen it in a couple of different ones. And everybody has different shapes of eyes, but whenever I see these glitches and I see them over and over, like I saw one over here too, with the same eye, right? So right here, I mean, obviously we're not saying anything about her beauty. We know she's beautiful, and, you know, most of you guys like Seal. I like Seal. I know the way they use TV, you know, so but, okay, so when she blinks, not too much going on. But it's like right, it's like right on the side, on the side over here, it's doing something. So I'm not really sure what it is, but I'll try to show you again. It's like her eye looks normal.
Later this year.
And I know you guys are more into cloning. You think there's clones and stuff. I think there's other things that could be taking place other than clones and lizard people. I just sometimes think that the eyelash could be on wrong, but when it's on wrong in each and every, like we've just looked at 3 different clips, and the eye on this side, it's just, this one's wide and normal on the outside of the eye, and this one's closing down, and I don't know what that is. It could just be the way the eye is, but it just looks a little strange. I noticed when I'm watching the video portion of it more than I watch, you know, it's just like, see, it's like kind of closed down here, and this one's open. So, you know, obviously I'm not saying anything about her beauty. I think she's really pretty, but you can see even here, one of the eyes is very open, and the other eye is kind of different, right? And I don't think that means she's a clone. I know sometimes you guys think things that I don't think. But there is something going on with one side of the eye. And I don't know. I've seen it in a couple of different ways. So, you know, I like to look at these things, right? Seal looks normal. He doesn't look there's nothing weird. And I'm not saying there's something weird, not in an ugly way, obviously. Just that there's, when you're watching the blink, it's just, it's like different on both sides of the face, right? And I guess that could just be like the way she blinks. His blinks look normal to me, so I'm not going to point his out. So anyway, she's saying he could still come visit, but I don't think that was the issue. So why are they talking about it? Well, they talk about it because there's a legal meaning to the word visitation. All right, she's saying he could still visit if he had a passport. All right, is it really about children? I mean, everybody, you know, remember this is programming. They program you and they make you think it's one thing when it's really something else. So I found a contract this week in the street, like I do, thrown out about prenups. And they're talking about prenups and community property and how you're collateral and, you know, a woman, a certain smart woman. I mean, it could just be the eye shape. It just looks like, it's like also the blink is like slower on one side and quicker on the other. And it could be, you know, we're not making fun of anyone. We're just observing it, right? So.
KLUM adds that she's willing to alter their previously scheduled custody.
Alter. Previously willing to alter. It has to do with alterations. And they use all of these words in plastic surgery clinics. Remember, alter, modification, different alters. They use alter in satanic rituals as well. So it's just, anytime you hear the word alter, you got to pay attention. Anytime you hear the word custody plans, change of plans, there is no plan, and also visitation. He gets some visitation.
And let the kids be with Seal for the second Christmas in a row if he lets her take the kids to Germany. KLUM also says that while the two share joint custody of the 4 children, the kids spend most of their time with her. Their eldest daughter, 16-year-old Lenny, also submitted a declaration to the court saying that it is hard for
This girl looks so much like this girl I know, Jane Ford. So I guess these are her children. You can't see this one at all.
her to do this because she loves both of her parents, but she feels like she needs to speak up. She says that since her mom has to go to work in Germany for a few months, she and her siblings want to go with her. Lenny also says that her younger siblings are really upset and frightened at the thought of being away from KLUM for so long. In a letter obtained by The Blast, Lenny pleads with her dad to let her and her siblings go with KLUM.
So one of the children's name is, I think she's saying Lemmy?
KLUM and Seal were married for 9 years before their divorce was finalized in October of 2014.
So anyway, if you want to see the whole story, I'm sure it's out there. I just want to point out those things. Okay.